And greetings. Let's continue. I'm gonna claim the payment for my last run. Check new messages. Bounty opportunity. Yo, come see me if you have a chance. I have a trade opportunity maximum. Okay, maximum law. Matrix 1 into Intergate Hub. The number? Meet Love's Technology Palace. Don't know what happens when I rain the fire. Strong Visigoth Utigan of Titan. What the fuck? Okay. Urgent task. Little birds, from Chang. Little birds have been whispering in my ear about an urgent and high paying run, stealing An Lu on Red Poe. Managed to get his hands on informations considering a prototype laser weapon in development by Area Asia Highlinks. Holdlinks, goddammit. For years, the Yellow Lotus and the Red Dragons have been locked in a cold war. Despite this, we remain eventually matched. Neither one of us can attack the other without being exposed to devastating reprisals. Lu wants to change this, and he has a plan. This is kinda reflecting the medieval problem of attacking. Many of the dukes and lords didn't attack each other, not because they were so kind not to do it, or because they were so good friends, but because a attack would expose them to other dukes, which may be to the third party dukes, which maybe didn't like it, or just waited for this opportunity. Rather than strike directly, Lu intends to aim external forces to the Red Dragon, specifically Knight Errant. Okay. Sorry. He intends to frame a white paper fan named Golden Fang, making it appear that the Red Dragon have been bribing areas researchers for classified data. Two leading drone and energy weapon researchers have recently transferred from London to Hong Kong and are running the project. Dr. Taylor and Hardingham, okay. What a nice classical name. Were respected in Europe, but in Hong Kong they remain unknown quantities. They're untrusted and therefore are considered untrustworthy. Perfect targets in other words. We will provide the data that will make it look like if the researchers were contacted by Golden Fang and made quite a bit of money, but grew tired of the arrangement. Transferred the attached files to a data chip. The files are bundled with a worm program, which will auto-execute when inserted into the appropriate system. You need to bring a decker, though one may be helpful. You will need to plan data in the Wazer records system. The camera system in Hartlingham and Tyler's lab F- financial financial data is to be transferred to Dr. Tyler's personal terminal. That in and of itself will not be enough to ensure Knight Errant's involvement. However, planting the data is only the first part of your task. This is where a heavier touch will be required. You will also need to steal the prototype laser. There's a GPS tracking device attached to it, which Lou will plant deep in Red Dragon's territory. The apartment, the theft of a prototype weapon by this gauntlet trade member should convince areas to dispatch overwhelming force against the Red Dragon, dealing with them a vicious blow. As a note, Lou does not care what becomes of the laser weapon. If you wish to sell it or keep it, feel free. Ooh, that's nice, you know. I suppose a prototype weapon would be nice. But I don't know. I mean, in the First World War, there was lots of prototype weaponry, which mostly backfired. For example, gas, even though it worked out most of the time, when it's not, it was devastating for the using side. I have also attached a map to your extraction route from the building. During the facilities expansions in the 2052 area, Asia was forced to extend the foundations deeper into the islands. They drove piles through the former site of the central empty air station, which brought partly collapsed during the Daldu Bay earthquake of 2034. Practically, this means that you can exit through the basement directly into the new MTR line throughout Central. With any luck, you can be gone without anyone knowing how. Unfortunately, this route is heavily armed, so you will be forced to get into the front door. If you can con the front desk, you should have no problem. The facility is both an office and a residence. To so strange people coming and going at odd hours, it's not unusual. If you're not too fast talk, however, be prepared to shoot your way in. Lou does not care if you're loud or quiet, but a word of caution. He came by all this information via the loose lips of one of the research team. Other fixers know of this job, move fast, and you are granted success. But there are definitely other Shadowrunners with an eye on your prize. Take the run. I will take it, but I will only run it much faster. Restaurant job? Ah, damn, no! I actually wanted to go on a run. One of the things I have learned over the years is that even the rich and powerful have annoyances and thorns in their sides, as you will. No one is without trouble. The rich just have different ways of solving them. The client of this run has grown tired of one of particular from the thorn in his side. Shoing, Sing Rose Rooster. Lu is a red pole of one of the smaller tribes here in Hong Kong. That 289s, or the Easy Money Gang, okay, if you prefer, despite the 289 small of stage a lot loose illegal activities, have managed to damage this client's profit. Mr. Johnson will like you to help him show Lou the error of his ways. Lou takes an evening takes an evening every few months in a diner at the Shangri-La restaurant at Aberdeen. If you aren't aware, the Shangri-La is an elite establishment serving primarily corporate clients from Voxing Incorporated. Because of this, it's not unusual for diners to bring in bodyguards or assistants with them. In Lou's case, he brings particularly brutish enforcers known as the Talon. The undoubtedly feels well protected. You're going to prove just how wrong he is in his regard. You are to kidnap Rasta Lou, so long as he's alive and in a relatively good health. All options are on the table. While keeping the run quiet would make things easier for Mr. Jones, no one will shed too many tears if a few dead trade thugs. Overview there. Okay. The client has arranged an exit via boat. So as long as you can get Lou from the interior in the restaurant's dock, the client will handle everything else. Despite being a red pool, Lou is a tactician, not a fighter. Don't expect him to put in much of a fight. The Talon, on the other side, is as nasty as they come. Be careful about how you confront him, or things may get very badly. Okay, take the run. I just wanted to get my payment. Access siege. Post paid item for sale. Museum shopping manifest. Okay. Search. Nah, back. Don't want that. Jobs, maybe? Where was the pending your active jobs? Yeah, claim your payment. I ask you to solve a problem, and your method of solving is to kill the people I was doing a favor for. I have a half a mind to throw you into the goddamn bay. Still, the Vompos are now more afraid of me than ever, and money started flowing again, so I suppose that's something. I have attached your payment. The Vompos made an explicitly clear that they won't have paid at all. Expect to ensure you never come back to the gardens. Next time, try not to fuck up so much. I'm not to be forgiving. To be as forgiving, kindly Chang. That I have kinda expected something like that. I mean, yeah, we really fucked up the job. But I really wanted to have a new guy. I mean, just look at him. Look at him. I now have a samurai dude, which is just awesome. Worth. I say worth. I'm not dead, so it's worth. The storage room that functions as Gaichu's cabin is like a cramped, overheated mess. Piles of old ship parts share space with drenched cookware. Floods of instant noodles. A collection of cast-off clothes and reams of diagnostic manuals for obsolete computer hardware. To top it all off, there's barely any light whatsoever. All of the boils in this room are missing. I think that's not a problem for him, as we have established it in the first meeting with him. He's blind. Gaichu is busily moving boxes around, apparently in an effort to crave out some personal space amid the junk that he shares his cabin with. As you enter, he cocks his head and turns around. Welcome to my sanctuary, Zeno. I apologize for the lack of light, but as I did not need it, Gobbet took the bullets for use elsewhere. Gaichu puts down the box that he's in the process of moving and politely bows his head towards you. How can I be of assistance? I just wanted to see how you're sitting in. Don't you worry about bumbling into things. I think we already established that he has some kind of way of establishing where everything is. What do you think of Bolt Hole? Now let's say I just wanted to see how you're settling in. Ganchu rolls his shoulders in a defeating shrug. I'm among those who can make use of my services and who are not attempting to claim the bounty on my head. Is that not enough for now? Any thoughts about that last run? Have you been having weird dreams recently? I need to talk about your condition being a ghoul. Yeah, let's ask him about a ghoul. Genji inclines his head. As you wish, you are my benefactor, and as such, I yield to you. Ask, then I will do my best to answer. How do you know the team is safer? Now, aside from being blind, how has it affected you? Aside from my heightened senses of smell and hearing, I am stronger, tougher, and more resilient than any mundane human. I can achieve feats of physicality that are normally restricted to adepts, and those with extensive enchantments. Gaichu lifts one head, fingers crooked to show off his enormous nails and claws. Those as well as sharp as many small knives. I prefer my sword, but in a grapple they came in extremely handy. He browsed one nail over the surface of his shoulder blade. A hair fine spill of armor peels off in the nail leg. Wow, okay, that's impressive. I mean, normally bones are not strong enough to even really scratch metal. I mean, yeah, if they found some holding, then sure, but This the thing he's wearing is high-tech armor, so I don't think it's just for funsies. Do you still need to sleep? Can you turn into mists or anything? I would like to ask that. Gaichuk cuts loose with a loud, rasping laugh. After a moment, the laughter turns into a coughing, and he doubles over. If I could, believe me, you would be the first one to know. Unfortunately, not. My conditions has enhanced my body, but it's not as grounded me magical powers thus far. I mean, yeah, he's a ghoul, not a vampire. Okay. How do you know the team is? How do I know the team? Okay, safe. I thought ghouls were all animalistic predators. It seems like your condition is stable. For now, it has. I will not suddenly become a ravenous beast lurking in the hold of your ship. At least not more than I already am. Gaichu pierces his teeth in a way grim. And a wry grim. Okay, that's a interesting word combination. Dipping his head a little. Any thoughts on... Your armor is heavier than that most Shadowrunners were, and more distinctive too. Oh, I'm not a cooperative. Genshin nods, growing his ascendant. That's correct. It is the armor worn by the elite soldiers of the Renraku corporate military, the Red Samurai. What are the Red Samurai? The Renraku Military Special Operation Division. The most elite than the corporation has to offer. No par with Area's Firewatch or on Firewatch or Green Ghosts. Okay. Red Samurai are world-class soldiers, assigned to only the most difficult and important missions. How do you manage to steal a suit of those? That armor is a rare thing for a Shadowrunner to have. Aren't they going to come looking for your armor? I say that's a rare thing to have. That's true. It is considerably less rare for a Red Samurai to have a suit of it. However, even if he goes rogue. Ooh. Don't strike me a cooperative soldier. Yeah, you were a Red Samurai? Indeed. For the entirety of my adult life, I was a member of the Renraku military. Specifically the Red Samurai. That changed relatively recently. I feel the reasons are abundantly clear. Yes, it is. Hence, I still possess my armor, my sword, my training. They have served me well throughout in both my previous life and in this one. How do you end up running the shadows? Why do you pick the name Gaichu anyway? How did you end up in Hong Kong? Did you grow in a corporation? Nah, I would ask... Yeah, I mean... How did he end up running the shadows? Actually, we brought him in, and he did it because there was absolutely no way, because... As we just told in, if you think, the last conversation option, Ghouls are mostly than not just feral and attacking everything and eating meta-human and human people. So yeah, I think that's a really stupid question. He didn't really had any other way. Picked the name, please. Most likely he was just named Genshin. Please come by whenever you like. Does Resta something to say about this? My friend, there's something that I would like to discuss with you. Something related to the Airy run that you recently accepted. There are men, former colleagues of mine, that at that facility. I tracked them here from Russia. They were thieves. They stole my research, and and I would very much like to have it back. Serendipitously, okay. I find myself in the position to convert that's mine, and to visit justice upon those villainous who stole it. But if I am to do that, I will need your help. In short, my friends, I want need you to need to bring me along on this job. Of course, you will be the first man on the train. Thank you, my friends. You will not regret this decision. I guarantee it. Okay, that's... Oh, do the others have something to say? Okay, let's check on the others. Duncan, what do you have? Wu cabin appears to be the only clean spot in the bolt hole. Yeah. His equipment is nearly laid on his bedding. Grouped by type, arranged just so. He's currently in the process of cleaning his weapon with magical syrup. Well, that's that, I guess. We are runners now. Yep, think it's time to catch up. Could be. He stops for a moment, stares at the weapon in his hand. That's why I'm maintaining my equipment. It helps me focus my brain, work out through the tough stuff. He sighs, lowered the rifle. Now's as good time as any, I guess. Where do you want to start? I want to talk about Raymond, talk about being Shadowrunners. I can't get the dream out of my head. What do you think about the last run? Let's ask him what he thinks about being a Shadowrunner. I think that's a really interesting question, because he was a cop, and this is a big change. That's what's there to say. I'm working my ass off to pull myself out of the gutter and make something out of my life. I don't want it to take it to earn my bronze. And now I'm a mercenary hiding in the shadows of a foreign country, doing dirty jobs that the cops need to keep off the books. It's a reserve of everything I ever wanted. Reverse of everything I've ever wanted. You seem to be taking it pretty damn well. So well, me. So let me ask you something. Go on. You said you thought that Raymond was alive too. That we did run shadows until we figure out what happened to him. Was that true? Yes, for me, that's all about. That's it's all about finding out what really happened to Raymond. We're not clearly satisfied. Good. That's what we have. That we're on the same page. I feel better now knowing that. Yeah, his opinion on Chang. I would say it's fine. Let's ask about those. Those two, what they're doing. Isabel. Isabel Capin is an excessive in control chaos. Her living space is utterly dominated by an enormous jury-ray computer. Tying dozens of observed terminals and cyberdeckers together into a single console machine. This is my personal machine. If you're looking for your mission computer, it's downstairs. She doesn't bother looking up. You can see that she's she's elbow deep in the guts of an absolute cyberdeck. One of a half dozen that have been wired into a computer with brain cables. Actually, I hoped to talk to you. Got a second? There's a long pause, and then she chips out a response. We're attacking now, aren't we? How cocky. Hang on. I guess so. Can I ask you a question? You wanna crew up that computer and talk to me face to face? You must be pretty absorbed by what you are doing, huh? Yeah, let's that. I think this let's talk face to face isn't really that of importance. At least I don't see it as extremely important. She leans in, scratching the innards of the absolute deck. Go ahead, I'm not stopping you. Have you been having weird dreams recently? It's a quiet machine, a walking cat to tell me about. What I just like to the tell me about the machine. She's my pet project. I call her the octopus. Will there be something special attached to it? Yeah, well, I suppose it's not Japan, so there will be no tentacle hentai. She waves a hand at the tangle of thick power cables that radiate out of the machine's central core. You might be able to guess why. Did you do it all yourself? Impressive work. How well does it perform? She's a monster. She yanks a fried chip from the deck's motherboard and nearly sets it aside. The fumbles in the nearby bin for a replacement. An absolute beast. What is this thing made of? Plastic. I would say copper, maybe a bits of steel, silver, maybe even a bit of gold in the wires. Why bother building your own machine? Don't you earn enough to buy something new? What it's made of? But still, I want to ask it. I think it's the better thing to say to ask, because if you buy something, it's first always much more expensive than it should be. Second, it's not optimized for you. Whatever I could find. Busted terminals, absolute cyberdecks, aftermarket money from Maximilian Love's dumpster. Scavengers who kill for the stuff in the walled city. What's out of here, people throw it away. Out here, people throw it away. She chuckles to herself as she ears a card into an empty exposition slot. Most deckers are early adopters. Okay, they buy whatever is new, sell out huge amounts of neon in hopes of ridding the bleeding edge. Stupid. That's an arm race. Deckers do what they have to do. Yeah, I would say stupid, as I just told. It's not optimized for your needs, even if you have the bleeding edge of things. Yeah. Still, I mean, it's a race of arms. Deckers have to do what they have to do. Nah, I say why? Because I can have 5 of least year's model for a quarter of the price of that with a new cyber deck, and after I have finished daisy chaining them together. The machine that I have built will run circles around your hot new deck. Yeah, and you need makes sense to me. Can you teach me how to do that? Nah, I don't think so. Yeah, and you need a Fable truck to carry it. Do we look like we are hunting for space, do you? She hampers into a bit of her left and pulls out a stick of solid-state memory. It disappears into the deck that she works on. I've got a whole board to work with. Your cabin included. If I told Gabbett I need it. Oh. You won't. Be my guest, I won't mind. A long pause. Huh. Well, I was joking, but if you're really okay with it, I might someday. We will see. Nice. Can we talk about the ambush on Victoria Harbor? Nah, let's go on. Sure, drop by. Let's ask what Goward has to say. That's more of a... That's like the thing I have been expecting. Gobbett's Nest is pretty much that you did expect it. Piles of clothes on the ground and overflowing garbage bin surrounded by stacks of instant noodle packets and towers of toned oysters. Okay. Really clean this place, I would say. Avant-garde posters haphazardly tomb back tagged on the walls. Okay, overlapping in some places and peeling in others. It feels a lot like a art school dorm room. Gobbett reclines in a corner, cradling a blow of soup in her hands. At her feet, a cast junk pot simmers away into an electric hot plate. The contents are typical Hong Kong confront food: chicken style soya both elbow macaroni, tin ham, and a heaping scoop of egg flapped mycopaten. Okay. As you wind your way through the piles of dirt, the gentry Gobbett slowly lifts her head from her elbow, from a bowl, and acknowledges you. Hey, Seattle. She chews on the words along with a mouthful of cheap pasta. A corner of her mouth clips up into a half smile. How's tricks? They'd be a lot better if you did stop calling me Seattle. Can you come up with something better than that? Things have been better. Things have been worse. My entire life just gotten erased, and the cops had won my head. I'm doing great. Do you? I'm doing great. I think things have been better and things have been worse. Let's go with that. That's the attitude. Very static, very strong. It's the downright inspiring. She shakes an oily slab of Fogg's ham off the tip of soap and pops it into her mouth. No, you wanna tell me that what you're doing in my bedroom? I'm assuming you are not here to admire the view. Why not? How do you decide on name gobbets? Anyway, have you had nightmares recently, like bad ones? If you are up to talking about it, I wanted to go with about the ambush back in the docks. Okay, there's nothing interesting. Okay. In that case, I am going to grab a bit of sleep. Chase the memories, let them fade. You wake with a start of your limbs bound up in a sweaty tangle of lying bedsheet. An incredible sorrow smells in your chest. You feel empty, half starved and alone. Fragmentary memories of half-remembered dreams filter through your mind. They are already fading away to nothing. Chase the memories. You close your eyes and concentrate, willing yourself to keep the dreams from slipping away. Gradually the memory comes back to you. The walled city. You were back in the walled city. You don't remember how you get there, but it couldn't have been any place else. Even the barons weren't so squalid. You remember carrying your craning your neck to look above you. The buildings that made up this upper part of the walled city were new constructions, even cheaper than the old. Now the foundations that rotted out from under them. The buildings leaned into one another like a gang of drunk men. A rain of plaster and asbestos sprinkled down, dusting your shoulders. You began to creep forward, picking your way past the piles of refuse and debris, past the pimps and the dumpster phrase, the broken glass and the dirty needles. The air reeks of rot and savage and industrial waste, a disgusting melange that caught in yours in sinners and crawling down your throat. You gauged on the stink, but it doesn't slow you down. In the back of your mind, you knew that you had no reason to be doing this. There was nothing for you in the walled city. You shouldn't been here, there. But the rest of of you was hungry, unbearably, indescribably hungry, and that parts of you knew that if you keep moving, you'd be definitely got to eat. That's a horrifying thought. As you forced your way deeper into the walled city, locals stood at their windows and stared. Inexorably, some of them dropped to their knees. You keep moving. You could see something in the distance. A stillhold, something enormous, at least twice the size of a troll, but delicate. It was beautiful. The huge figure becounted you, gesturing with slender limbs and exposing a wormful filled your chest, and you knew it. If only you could reach it, your problems would be over. If she would make all your sorrows disappear. You moved forward to the crowd, but the figure felt impossibly far away. You reach out, calling out to her, and then you woke up. The empty feeling in your stomach slowly fades, taking the strength and the vibrance of the emotions along with it. Interesting. Okay. Now is the question: why should I go for the next run? I mean, there's geomancy stuff in which the luck is kind of sucked out of the walled city for the whole corporations, or should I go for the party? I kind of would like to go for the party part and take Gaichu with me. This would be interesting. I really am interested in the way how this will play out. I will try it out. Can't wait. But let me check the time. Okay, I still have some time. Let's read the description and go on the way. A rotted belling wolf in a cheap suit turns to face you. Light glints from the heavy gold chains that hang around his neck. When he speaks, the voice that greets your ears is high and nasal. Ugh, disgusting. It has been contoured into a rough approximation of a New Yorker accent. That's interesting. He's trying to even do an accent. That's not a thing most people do. The beard kinda looks weird on him. I suppose. I don't even know. I think the angle of it is not quite right. If he would look like forward, like in a poetry, the thing would go to the right, and that would be ugly. So I think there was a bit of a mistake to put it there like this, and not try and go with the face. Pleasant to meet ya. Cheng was kind enough to agree to arrange this little sit-down between us. I will try and do the voice. He extends his slab-like hand for you to shake. Ugh, disgusting. You can call me Dr. Shenyang. Shenyang. Shake his hand. Pleasant to meet you. I'm Zeno. Shake his hand. I'm always good to meet paying clients. Yeah, it's been nice. His grab is as soft as his palm. Is moist. Ugh. It's like shaking hands with a boneless ham. Ugh. That's so disgusting. I once had to do. Um, I once did business with this sort of people. Ah, it's really not nice if you are trying to shake hands and kind of have a nice grip, but they are like, oh, oh, just let's be nice to each other. ah, you share a long, uncomfortable, flagged handshake before he finally releases you. Ugh. I am looking for a little outside help on a problem I have been having. Consider Considerably, I did handle it myself or have my friends see to it, but it's kinda delicate, you know. My guys did been nice before they made any headway on my problem, so I figured I hire I hire contractuals all the time. Might as well get some contractors for a different Spripe. Ugh. Tell me about your problem. Maybe we can help. As long as we're paying, I'm in. Lasting friendships are made through favors exchanges. I'm all ears. No, let's go. Maybe I can help. Let's do the maybe thing. I run a little film studio, Southern Crown Films. We mostly do the treat work, but we record some sims too. Maybe you did see some of my stuff. Space Mongols from the Moon, The Favor of Permagrantis, Ultimate Kill Squad. Ultimate Kill Squad. That sounds interesting. No, but I like the sound of Ultimate Kill Squad. How much killing do they do? Should I? Nah. That sounds familiar. Can't have had the pleasure. Let's be honest and say no, I have never heard of it, but Killing Squad's he offers you you cheap tooth grim a lot. There's one scene where two trolls gang up on an elf and they, well, I don't wanna spoil it, but believe me, it is glorious. Oh my god, this is one of those films. Oh shit. Okay. I will send a copy over in the chain so that you can take a look. Yes, please. I can't wait to read that. Anyway, there's this other guy in the industry, and I have been butting heads since day one. Name's Nelva Ma. He runs Yellow String Studio. No matter what I do, I can't shut him out of the biz. He always manages to get one over me, stealing my stars. He's been running me into the ground with his show called Promises in the Moonlight. Promises in the Moonlight. Oh my god, this sounds like something, I don't even know, like a Twilight ripoff or something like that. The star's a girl named Penelope Wang. I hope she doesn't have a Wang. New talent, but the viewers have been going nuts on her. She's the show's Linköping. Hang on, I'm getting there. And I was not interrupting you, but still okay, fine. So, about 6 months ago, Neville was out in the gangs too for some hoity-toity party. He's on the road, probably drunk. He said he come out of nowhere and pow, wreck his fancy new European Westland. Bad luck for Niall and good luck for me, I figured. Hey, what's the end of him for the year? And I started planning the new stuff he can't complete. He can complete with from inside the hospital. You follow me so far? Yes, please keep going. Problem is, the bastard's back in the game already, and he's bringing out season 2 of Promises in the Moonlight. I need that show off the air. No way, one way or another. And that, my friend, is where you come in. Already? That's strange. Let me guess, I have to. This will be like a porn thing. This would be so nice. Tough break. Maybe the break wasn't that bad. How long did it take me to recuperate? Yeah, let's say tough break. Maybe the wreck wasn't that bad. Yeah, right. His car was totaled. No way he walked out of the wreck unscratched. I tell ya, kid, he should have been in that hospital for at least 3 months in physical therapy and a lot longer. Only took him like a week to get out. Couldn't freaking believe it. That kind of medical care costs top dollar. He's got a lot of money, but not that much. Recovery time like that means that one of two things is going on. Neville could have found himself a silent partner, someone willing to pay top dollar of cutting edge care. I don't think that's likely, but it could happen. If it ain't happen, it ain't that. The smart money says that he's been smaking off the top of Yellow Springs earning and not reporting to the other shareholders. Tell me how to fill into this. How I fill into this. And you want me to look into that, I take it. I need you to go and get me something to blackmail the Naval with. Find out what he could afford to get her out of the hospital so fast. He walks out of his penthouse most days, so search the computer, closet, suit drawer, whatever. There's gotta be something incriminating there. Ah, damn it. Neville, I suppose I've asked him where he lives. Neville lives in the Repulse Bay. It is his real swanky joint to the south end of Hong Kong Island, by the bay with the same name. Okay. I have not been able to get anybody in poke around this apartment because the security is too tight. Luckily for you, though, Neil's throwing a party on a magazine level with all the ships and a restaurant and balcony and such. He's collaborating the second season launch of his show, and everybody's gonna be there. going to make a real snare of the building security. You might also wanna hit up the party if you can bluff your way in. Everybody close to naval will be there, and most of them will be three sheets of the wind by the time you you get there. Ah, I should not do this voice. Some discreet questioning might get you a dirt that I need. What I need. Just remember, if you got to go to the party, don't use your real name. Go with Arglin. Argyle. Okay. Should be safe enough. There's nobody in the biz other that name, so nobody will ask any questions about your wars going. Okay, I've got to say, Dr. Sheng, the job sounds pretty underhanded to me. Hit the apartment, hit the party, dig up blackmail information to Naval Ma. Sounds easy enough. He nods vigorously. Oh yeah, Cheng talked you up when I approached her with the job. Given what she told me, this job should be a cake. Now the blackmail material is what I need more than anything. But if you can get Penelope Wang out of her contract, I will pay you extra. Got it? I want that star power on my side. One last thing, I don't want you starting a scene while you are there. You interrupt his party, make a mess, or trash his apartment. I'm not paying you. We clear? We are clear. Good, I can't have Ma knowing what I'm after him. I'm in my business. Everybody's got dirty tricks, but if you make it public, you are using them. The Dr. Sheng draws his finger across his throat. Oh, that's it. My career's as dead as the People's Republic of China. Okay. Ah, that's interesting. That's like a very interesting nod to the reality. To the recent things. So don't embarrass me, hey? Understood. I will be discreet. That's that. I like to hear. You scratch my back, I scratch yours. You can get paid. I will put the world out of your salt higher. Okay. Sounds like we have a deal then. You don't seem like you deal with Shadowrun as much. Nah, okay, we have a deal. His grin widens. Good man, that's what I like to hear. When you are done, drop Chang a line. I will come meet you back here and I will handle over the money. Okay. Maybe I shouldn't do the voicing. Okay, what do I have? Oh wow. That was like... No! Or... Yeah, fine. It's okay. I'm going. And to the party. No, wait. I kind of want to get paid, so yeah, I'm gonna go safe with that one. Safe. Confirm. Okay. To the Naval Ma. I really want to see if this is working. This will be glorious to bring a ghoul to a party. Okay. Let's go with Duncan. And maybe her. I mean decking is always nice. And yes. What can I get? Skills. cyber inventory. Uh, can I get like better stuff? I'm not a um yeah, in a few moments. So, and back I am. I have gotten a new spell, a few new spells, and I have decided to take Gobbet with me and not Duncan, because I think she's more of a party spirit. You arrive at an eponymous mausoleum named Triple Repulse Bay, a gleaming hotel and apartment building at the shores of Repulse Bay, Hong Kong Islands. Rolling storm clouds choke the sky, lending the structure a sinister appearance. As you push through the doors and into the building, a sudden break in the clouds reveals a sun that's going red as blood. Oh my god. That's interesting. Will this be like a horror thing? You make your way into the ground floor elevator that attended pace you not mind. The car begins to climb you. You hear the sounds of Marion drops closer, and the door slides open. You find Neville May party in the full swing. So I could have just done this. Okay. Garrett gets some water spirits. I don't really know if... I gotten the flamethrower free. That's some nice damage. And I've gotten the chain lightning. So yeah, confirm. I suppose that's fine enough. Auto saved. And the elevator disgorges you into the mezzanine of Little Fanfare. In the distance, you can hear the sounds of clinking glasses, their free laughter, and silverware on china. We should discuss our broads, We would... I would commend searching the apartment as our first course of action. I'm somewhat dubious about the idea of crashing the party. The ghouls are seldom welcome in such events. Sure, but never mind prolonged one would be at the party. If we don't bluff our way in, we can talk to them. Dr. Sheng Yang is paying us to find out how Ma is up and willing, walking so quickly after the accident. Talking to the guy would probably be a good idea. Let's get to the party and see if we can dig anything up. If you think we can get this up, lead the way. She rubs her hands together excitedly. The catering at the things this made top notch. This is always top notch. Red taking caviars, booze with gold flecks in it. I think that I might swelp peasants. She shakes her head at Gobbet. How can you be hungry? I just watched you power down a dozen dumplings and a pitcher of oxtail soup. Oh, I'm not hungry. I don't think I could eat another bite, but I do have messenger bag and about 20 empty pockets. She pats a bag at her side. Come on, Zeno, let's go mingle. Oh my god, I'm so curious how the people will react to Gaijin. If they react. If not, I'm kinda disappointed. But still, as with this, the partying in our side, I would say until next time. I hope you come again. Have a great one.